yeah, this is just gonna be a little short video. I just had something on my mind, and yeah. Mike Perkins, by the way, one half of MVP, one half of Mike and Vince Perkins, one half of Opinions I Like Podcasts, and for this here, I'm the whole show. Yeah, so it was just something on my mind, and Joe Budden had a run-in with the internet per usual, and people are taking his comments about Meg Thee Stallion and sort of making it a thing. Saw a lot of people implying that Joe is gay. I know that Joe had been trolling people saying that he was bisexual just so that he can make a comment, and it just sounded like he was trolling, which he probably was, but neither here nor there. It got me to the mind, like I was just thinking about how to properly articulate what I'm gonna say. I know that I don't have a lot of gay listeners, I probably don't have a lot of homosexual men like in the comments or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So this is probably gonna fall on deaf ears, but follow me. Gay black men, women who use your sexual preference, your lifestyle choices, sexual orientation or whatever, as a punchline to be demeaning, disrespectful, emasculating to black men who are heterosexual, they're not your allies. Black women who use your lifestyle, your preference, your orientation to demean, disrespect, denigrate, or emasculate, which is the most important one, emasculate black men who are heterosexual, they're not your allies. They're your enemies. Because ultimately what they've shown themselves to do is that they actually think that your lifestyle is, and not lifestyle, but your who you are. Who you are. They ultimately think that who you are is feminine. They ultimately think that who you are is somehow demeaned. It's low. Because when they say it to heterosexual black men, they only use it in the context of disrespect, emasculation, being demeaning. They don't use it in a way that is encouraging a perceived heterosexual man who may actually on the low be gay, encouraging him to come out and say, hey, I hope you find a man that is going to love you the way that you need to be loved, and I hope you live happily ever after. Like, they're not doing it that way. They're just calling you gay because you may gossip. They're calling you gay because you may not like them. Like, hey, I don't like something you did. Oh, well, doth protest too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't like, oh, so you must be gay. You dress a certain way, you must be gay. You hold women accountable for their bad behavior, just poor behavior. You must be gay. The gay, like, when they use what you are as a punchline to be disrespectful, emasculating, demeaning to heterosexual black men, they're not your allies. They're your enemies. They are using the very same homophobia that they accuse us of as heterosexual black men. And the thing about being a homosexual black man or a heterosexual black man is that you're a black man. You know, some of the same stuff happens. Like if you go and you get pulled over, like, you know, they don't ask what your sexual orientation is. They don't ask, are you straight, gay? What do you identify as? Like, it doesn't matter. You know, the same rules apply, you know, same rules apply. And, you know, I just think that needs to be said, because what black women have done, and I'm gonna wrap this up, is that they've put themselves in a like win-win situation, whereas they get to use homosexual black men as shields to say, well, I'm not homophobic because my friend, my hairstylist, my, you know, my this or that, my, you know, is homosexual. My cousin is gay, you know, while also being able to use you all in the fight against patriarchy, or, you know, vote for abortion or whatever the hell they need to do. When they need you to do their bidding, they have you front line. When they need you as a punchline, you know the rest. So I would just put that into the pot, you know, just put that into the pot. You know, I think that it's high time that has been articulated, so that, you know, we can kind of get away from that, because it's like it's like it's 1992 all over again, whereas women just get to call you gay, and then you got to say, well, I'm not gay, whatever you said, I'll just do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things, whereas they just get to do that and there's no penalty for it. Again, no penalty for poor behavior. If you can kind of gauge the through line with a lot of the content that I put out, even with me and my brother, a lot of it is based in there is no consequence for their poor behavior. And this is another one of those things that have just been normalized, you know. And yeah, I don't like it, because again, it's just one of those things where they get to do it with, you know, with immunity and impunity. You know, nothing happens, you know. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Again, you know, thanks for all the support. Keep the likes coming, you know, keep the support coming. You know, again, we're just gonna try to keep kicking these out. Again, this is Mike Perkins, and I am out.